All right, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to my man Jacob out there. I know he's probably giving you guys some really great information, and just found out that there's, I guess, $2 billion worth of damage from the storm. So I'm sure y'all are chomping to get out there and get at it. So let's just go ahead and get into this. We're looking at Hail Track, and what we're seeing here is a heat map breakdown of the different storm reports. And as you can see, they're broken down into different size, severity, um, and so we can really quickly zoom in on what the neighborhood's like. Go directly to these streets and plug these street addresses into some of our other research tools. But 175, 175, 2 3/4. You can kind of get an overview of what the area might be like as far as residential versus commercial. And here's another really good one. But it looks like they're ducks on the pond with this storm. It's really pretty impressive, and curious to know how some of this pans out. But this is one screen that really gives you the ability to take it all in and kind of game plan out how you want to attack it. Here we got 3 inch, 3.25 inch. We don't get that kind of hail here in Georgia, but I can imagine it's got to do some serious damage. And so then we can take the information about these addresses once kind of are able to zoom in on what you think is going to be your best place to target. And here we have Duncanville, Texas, 2 inches. So let's take this one as an example and zoom in on the street addresses and have this plugged in to our social PI feature. And what this does, it takes whatever you put in and it's gonna spit out the entire bio information about this neighborhood, their family, who lives there. Um, with if there's an email, it's going to show it, which with George Henson there is, can directly go into to emailing this person. There's also a feature to put their email in, and you can usually search that and pull up 10 or 12 social profiles. But let's scroll back out and take a look at this neighborhood where we know from the hail reports there's definite confirmed stuff on the ground. So we can zoom in, zero in on these, and see the actual, how much, the kind of property values, just the overall demographics. So you can drill down one step further, and going back out can quickly scan through and sort of cherry pick what you think is going to be the really good ones. Then we also, obviously we have the a larger Bing map that I like to switch over to just so I can get kind of an idea of single family attached. It's a good way to gauge like the a try and try and clear out the ones that are young roofs or new development, or unless you're into doing apartment buildings and stuff, you can kind of clear it out that way. So this is a good Roma Drive. This looks like a good residential one, and again, you've got all of the demographic information, um, pretty much everything that you would need to with a lot of these people. You're going to have 10, 12 social profiles, so lots of different ways to contact them. But you know, this can all be done pretty much. I've made another video that is up in YouTube and Facebook that shows most of this data is available as the storm's happening. So I'm doing this in a different part of the country, and you know it's so much easier being there. You're gonna you can connect the dots just between your existing customers, just between family members and friends. Um, it does not take much to get the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon between folks, and really sort of extend your references and recommendations and kind of hopscotch around. Then we can take a look at this. This is strictly for video. I've already put in the options box that we're looking for. Dallas. We want to search the keyword hailstorm, and for the last 30 days, and this is going to pull up every single one of these that's within that search result. And so what's so great about this, instead of getting a map, looking at where the hail is, slowly trying to reverse engineer backwards, this is, I mean, look at that. That's so and these are, a lot of people don't realize that stuff like you know stuff like YouTube, which is Google, it's it's geo-targeted, so the majority of these are sent in from the location where the house is, and you can directly market to these people, um, and it's like digital, door knocking, I guess. It's just, you don't waste your time with stuff that's not profitable. People are a lot more responsive when you comment on their video, or you can directly message people in YouTube. It just seems a lot less spammy. You're not, knocking on somebody's door at dinner time, and it's just so much more flexible, and you can do leverage it so much more profitably than with just sending out mailers to the entire Dallas metro area. Um, and you can send this directly into most companies. If the homeowner sends in anything, um, especially physical pictures, but I always have them just send this directly to the adjuster, and then you've got a time-stamped, geo-stamped proof of you know that falling there, and that one's, oh, and so yeah, we can just directly market to this person through YouTube, which is so nice. So I'm just taking her YouTube channel username, and putting that in the social PI function, and it's just going to directly call up all of, you know and that there's damage there. There's visual confirmation of really. And the same goes true with all of these videos that we've all manager. You have really, what's so powerful, the ability to, and this really grew out of my experience as a salesman. 99 times out of 100, my boss, it was basically just trying to figure out what is going on at any given time, with, especially as we grew, which that's seems to be the hardest part of growing, is managing that growth effectively and not losing all your customer base while you're trying to get it together. And you know that was sort of the genesis of all of this. You have the ability to just click a button and have a report that tells you who hasn't paid you money. Is always a popular one, but every every aspect, every level of every project, it's integrated with the calendar, and everything is set up automatically to send alerts when things are overdue. You can add it's by far, hands down, the most user-friendly software of its type, and it's really for people who don't want to spend a month trying to take classes to pick up a program like Act or something like that. It's just 15 minutes you can completely be up and running and fluent enough to implement this in your business. And you can see, you know, all of the projects automatically assign who you want to manage them, who you want to be alerted, reminded when they have something overdue, if they haven't sent off for their depreciation. All the documents stored in the cloud, so they never go anywhere. Anyone can access all of this from anywhere, from your phone. Really gives you the power to uh, leverage all these leads, because really being able to get a ton of leads without being able to manage them is really doesn't do anybody any good. But I do want to say I am going to be here's the here's the discussions that the boss can have and send out to anybody in real time. But I know we're running short on time, and I do want to say that I will be doing for all of our members at least probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks, especially as these Dallas storms ramp up. There's going to be regular webinars that will be uh, on Facebook that you'll be able to come into directly, just like this one, just by clicking and joining in. And there'll be really a lot more in-depth trainings and tutorials on how to use all this stuff. So I do want to say thank you again for your time and allow me a brief little demo, and really look forward to showing you some more about what this can do. So come by and see some more, and I'll let you take it back, Jacob, and good luck, and thank you for having me, man.